Welcome to Real Custom Lures. My name is Jeff, and today we're going to make a couple classic spinner baits. I have everything laid out, all the lure parts I'm going to need to put the spinner baits together. So let's get going. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the lead bodies ready. Now I get these lead bodies from Bartow's Tackle and lure parts online. They're already pre-made since I don't pour my own lead. But I want to get some of the residue off of the lead so the powder paint sticks better. So we can take some rubbing alcohol and just clean up the lead body. Set this one to the side and we'll get this one cleaned up. And of course, once you get the lead bodies cleaned up with the rubbing alcohol, you don't want to touch the bodies again with your fingers because your fingers naturally have oil to it. All right. Next, we're going to get the powder coat. We're going to use ProTech, and this is a root beer. And you just want to shake it up real good. And once I shake it up, and we'll get a piece of paper out here that's going to capture the excess powder that I'll pour back into it. I'm just going to take a toothpick here, kind of fluff it up. You'll feel where it's kind of hard packed. You just want to work it around. You can just lay that to the side for right now. And I'll get some hemostats here, get this ready. We have to heat up the lead body. That's how this powder coat works. This chemical reaction, when you sprinkle the powder on, the heat will actually start melting the powder into a paint. All right, have this ready here. Now this is going to be kind of loud. I'm using a heat gun here, and I'm going to set it kind of to the side a little bit so hopefully it's not real loud. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be going back and forth over it, turning it, getting all sides of it here. And then I'll sprinkle some powder on it. I'll tap off some excess, and I'm going to repeat until I have the body fully covered with the powder. I'll set you over here. Takes a couple seconds for it to get heated up. All right. The heat on it. Like I say, I'm just getting it on here. So one thing you got to remember is lead will cool down pretty quick. I'm taking a makeup brush here. I'll dab it in the powder. And if it's hot enough, you'll know because it'll start melting right away. If you don't see it melting, then we'll hit it again. This should go all around the body here. I'll tap it every now and then. you might have missed. Make sure you get the back of it, the top. Like, so you'll know it's hot enough because it should start, like say, melting right. As soon as you start putting on it, you start reacting to the heat. Just a little more. And I got it all covered. All right, sorry about the noise, but this is what it looks like right now. Now we're going to be curing this in the, I know I'm yelling and it's not turned on. We're going to cure this in a toaster oven for 20 minutes at 350 degrees, but we're going to make one more. So for right now, I'm just going to hang it in the toaster oven. And when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're hanging it so the hook is pointing down. So just in case you have any excess powder coat, it'll drip down and won't go in front of the nose. All right, just tap the brush back in here. And it's really easy to clean up with these brushes here. I mean, I use these on red, pink, it doesn't matter. I need to put the excess back in here. And this stuff goes for a long ways. I've probably done about, at least 20 of the root beer color, and I've had this bottle here for a good 3 years. Set this to the side. Next color we're going to do, toss that away. It's going to be chartreuse with pepper flakes in it. And again, I got these from Barlow's. All right, let's get this thing twisted. And again, you're going to want to stir it around. All right, that's good. Don't need the toothpicks. Now we'll take our other body here. Now I recommend some kind of I don't recommend you hold it with pliers, because if you loosen your grip, then you risk chances of it falling on the table on top of the heat gun here. And you don't really want to hold it. You will feel heat here. It's not that bad. A lot of times I'll just hold it here when I'm doing this. All right, and this is what this is looking like so far. And once we get in the toaster oven to cure, it's going to look really, really nice. All right, so these are out of the oven now, and they turned out great. This is the root beer. The root beer has like sparkles in there, like really tiny specks of like golds and reds, and you can really see it when it shimmers in the light. And that's how the chartreuse pepper turned out. Also turned out excellent. So now what we need to do is we need to get some eyeballs on these things. Normally, I would use super glue. I was watching a video channel that Adam, SDG, put out recently, and he demoed this new product, and I think he also replaced using super glue. So what he's using is a JB Super Weld. It's UV activated, so you can put the gel on it. And can't wait to give this a try on the spinnerbait eyes here. The spinnerbait eyes we're going to use here. I already got a couple out. And first, let's get the UV on here. And we'll put just a little dab on here. That's it. Let's get an eyeball. All right, got that in place. And what's nice about this, Adam was saying, is that, oh yeah, so I can move it around and get it in place. With super glue, it was really hard because once it almost instantly gets on there in contact, and it was hard to move it around. And then when you did, you got super glue on top of the eye, and it would make it hazy. So this here, so far, is looking real good. Now it comes with a built-in UV light, but yeah, it's kind of pathetic, needless to say. I happen to have my own UV light because I also tie bucktails, and so when I get the thread around it, I'll UV the thread. But anyhow, let's hit this bad boy. It only takes about just a few seconds here. Yeah, I already see it. Sometimes you'll see just a little steam from it. That's just the reaction of the glue here. All right, that's. Oh yeah, that eyeball be on there looking good. All right, let's do the same for the other side. Just a little bit here. Get the, my neighbor is, if you hear a saw, he's cutting wood in his driveway. And come on, I had you out of there. There we go. Get it on my thumb. Oh, come here. I sting you. Plop it on there. Get that eyeball where I want it at. Oh, and the eyes that I'm putting on here are 4mm. And I don't know if I mentioned or not, these are 3/8 ounce lead bodies. And the 4mm eyes seem to fit pretty good. You might get away with 5, but I put 4 on the 3/8, and I'll do 5s on the 1/2 ounce. All right, and that be all done. Eyeballs in. All right, let's get the other one going here. So yeah, Adam, thanks a lot for that, sharing that tip. I should have stuck these on my hand first. It's normally what I do. Oh no, see? Like that one went upside down, but no worries. No worries. Come on. I don't know why my eyes are having, good grief. That problem with eyeballs. Yeah, I really like this JB Super Weld. If that would have been super glue in there, that eye would have been ruined. Yeah, this chartreuse pepper has some glow to it. I didn't know that. I don't know if you saw that or not, but this thing with ultraviolet light on it, check that out. I did not know that powder paint had some UV in it. Reaction. All right, back to my eyeball. All right, let's get this. I'm gonna get this one ready. A little glue here. There we go. Plop the eye on. Use a toothpick here. Get you centered. All right, looking good. That is too awesome. I did not know that powder paint reacted to UV light. And that is it. We got the eyeballs on. Looks great. So, hey Adam, thanks a lot. I'll be dropping the link to that video, and also to his channel as well. Okay, so let me get this cap on here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get ready to start assembling the spinnerbaits together here. So for this one here, I'm going to go ahead and this is going to be a tandem. It's going to be a double blade here. And so first thing I want to do is I'm going to put a gold bead. All right, got that on. I'm going to put a Clevis here. This is a number 3. I'm going to do the first hole here, and we're going to put on a silver, and this is silver plated Indiana blade. And when you're putting this on, the secondary blade, is you want to make sure that the convex side is pointing away from the body. If you don't, it won't spin properly. And we'll put this through the other one here. Get another gold blade on, another gold bead. And I got the hole for that one. All right. Now I'm going to put a spacer. And it's a stainless steel. And I'm going to add one more gold bead. All right, got that bead on here. Okay, I had to pause the camera. My dog was barking at the mailman. Go figure. So, all right. So anyhow, we got the wire shaft here, the spinner shaft put together, the beads, the Clevis, the Indiana blade, the spacer, another bead here. Now we're going to get ready to put the main blade on, and to do that, we need to create a loop so we can attach the main blade to. Now you can use pliers, and that's what I've used for a while, to bend it so it comes toward the hook this way. But since I had the little blue bender, I use it now all the time. So if you've seen my inline spinner videos, then you'll see how I use this when I make the jig spinner arms. All right, to do this, You want to make sure that the body hook is pointed away from you, and that's flat. I'm going to stick the wire in here, just past the 2 pins here. And we're going to loop it around, keep turning, keep twisting, until it just touches the main shaft, and then you're going to let go. And now we have our loop up here to where we're going to attach the main blade to. Now the main blade I'm going to use here is going to be another Indiana blade. So I'm going to put a gold one on here. And I mentioned before, all I use are the stainless steel ball swivels. I don't use the barrel swivels on these because the action is just so much better. And I already pre-attached the main blade. Like I say, it's just a little tiny split ring here. And you just put it on like you're putting on a keychain. But sometimes it's pretty small, so I cheat. I bring out my third eye. And this is my third eye, the magnifying glass here. It's a desktop. It's really nice. You know, you sit here. I can get underneath here. I know you can't see it on the camera. But it magnifies it, obviously. And so I can see it, and the blade's going real quick. You can get a split ring if you want, but you'll find out it's just as easy to hook it on with the just your fingers. Find where the little split ring starts. Just put it in the hole and twist it on. So anyhow, the other split ring on the back here, we're going to slide it over the loop that we just made, and we're going to close the gap with a needle nose pliers. You want to keep closing it until it just goes above the main shaft wire here. That way you know the spinner's not going to be coming off. And like I say, this is why I only use, I mean, these things, these spin just so good. All right, so we have this one almost done. Let's get the other one put together, and then we'll get the skirt on it. Lay you over here. Get my hook protector on this one, so I don't poke myself. Now this one here, we're just going to do a single blade. I still like putting the beads on more for show, cosmetic appeal. I'm going to use a silver one. I'm going to put a spacer. Put another silver bead. Okay. And these are little beads here. Find the hole. I had you. I should get my third eye. Come on, get in there. It's easier to do when I'm not in front of the camera. Have it on. Now I need to make the loop for the main shaft here. And good grief. Can't be the postman again. The dog's barking again. Again, we went straight. We're going to keep turning this. We're going to make the loop. And just till it touches, then we're going to let go. And like I say, you can do this with the pliers. If you're going to do that, I recommend you get, I don't have it sitting here with me, a needle or round nose pliers. There's a needle point, but they're round on each side. It makes it better again if you're going to do that. Again, I already pre-attached this. This is going to be a silver Indiana blade. Attach a loop here, and then we're going to close the gap. And you want to make sure you can fill it so it's in there good. Now we have this one. Alright, so now we are going to get the skirts ready here. So please stand by. Okay, I got the stuff ready to put the skirts together here. We're going to be using a skirt tool. And this tool is made for silicone skirts. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take a skirt collar. There's a tiny hole on it. You're going to slide it on the top of this. And you're going to slide it all the way down. If you have problems sliding this down, you can put a little soap on it, not too much though. That will help slide it down. And now on this end here, it has a little hook, and the silicone tabs have about 22 strands in on one tab here. And the tabs here are for a reason, because you're going to hook it. Try to get in the center if you can. And I'm going to put 3 on. That one hooked. And then one more. You can do 2 if you want. I just like using 3. Once they're on here, then you're going to take this wire, you're going to pull it all the way back till it stops. And that skirt collar, you're going to hold, and you're just going to slide it till it pops off right onto the skirt. Unhook it from the tool here. And you're just going to hold on both ends, and I kind of like sliding the skirt collar down almost halfway. It should be good about here. All right, that'll work. Oh my gosh. Let me go see what my dog's barking at. Okay, yeah, so my neighbor is in his driveway, and he's got his table saw out stuff. I think he's making some shelves for his garage, and so my dog keeps looking through the window and barking at him. Anyhow, where was I? Okay, so now we got the skirt collar on, and now these tabs I was talking about, we're going to cut these tabs off here as close as you can to the tab, so you still have a bunch of strands left. And once we get the skirt on, you can always adjust the skirt too by trimming it as well. We're just going to take the scissors here. Now I use dedicated scissors. I only use these for my silicone tabs. I don't cut paper or nothing else with them. All right, those are nice and free. Now we'll do the other end. And that's black. There we go. Let's get this here. I got the camera, like I say, facing like you're sitting across from me, because it was just too much in my way to try to work around the camera. All right. So we have those. Now we're going to get ready to put it on the spinnerbait here. There's kind of like a long, a little short one here. You can make it even. It's your preference, however you want to do it. I just kind of like the short end, so I'll do the long end, so when I'm putting it on, this will actually be inside the body. All right, now I got to take the hook protector off and twist her off. Get my strands here. Now basically I just kind of hold it between my fingers here, and I just kind of let it fall. I'll kind of move the skirt, little strands around, Kind of give them how I want them here. All right, I'm happy with that. Now basically, you're just going to take the point of your hook and you're just going to thread it through. You'll feel it when it's going between the collar. If you feel it hitting your finger, stop. There you go. And now you're just going to hold it, turn it. We got the first one we need to go over. That's a little bait keeper. And one more, and we're going to get it right on the neck. Slide it on here. Come on, you're almost there. There we go. And we got it on there. Like I say, you can put a little, like I say, a little soap on there if you want. Let me get my hook protector back on here. This is normally when I poke myself. I love these things. Like I say, if you haven't seen one of my recent videos with the jig spinner arms and the inline spinner, I use these all the time. All right, here we have it. This is our first one. Some nice fullness to it. Like I say, this is 3 strands, so what, 22, 60, what, 4, whatever, 66. And there we have it. All right, let's get the other one together. All right, I'll just lay you down right here now. All right, take the hook protector off. And let's see, we're going to use this color here. Skirt collar. Got to put skirt collar on first. And I'll list the 2 lure stores. Like I said, Bartles, Tackle, and Lures Part Online. I get most of my stuff from Bartles. And they're not very expensive for these skirt collars stuff. You get like 100 of them for, I don't know, a couple of bucks or whatever. All right, got that one hooked on. Get this one hooked on. One more tab. I'm going to put 3 on. Once you have them on, we're just going to pull it in till it stops. And we're going to slide off the collar. There we go. Unhook. Just going to slide the collar down just about halfway. This one I'll go about halfway since I have, these are the chartreuse tips. I think it'll complement this chartreuse pepper. All right, that's good. Again, we're going to cut the tabs off. And I'll show you some tricks that I do. If I was going to use a, let's say a 2-tone silicone skirt, like say I want red on top, white on bottom, I would layer it, but I wouldn't cut the tabs off until I put it on the bait. And I'll do a video on that technique as well. All right, this one here again, I'm going to just kind of hold it up, let the skirts fall. This is all little strands, makes it like a little mushroom style. Again, so where that skirt collar is, you're just going to thread it and keep on going. And we're going to push up till it gets on the collar of the body here, of the neck. Get my hook protector on now Twist, there we go. All right. And voila. That's a good looking bait. So these turned out awesome. I love fishing with spinnerbaits. And that's it. Thank you for watching. And until next time, tight lines, and I'll catch you later.